Hi, you're here with Dr. LC, and you're on T with Dr. LC. And we're here with
20 Bello.
20 Bello. Okay, so we're going to hear a little bit about what his contributions to the community is, his passions, the things that he's working on, the things that he has worked on, and we're going to hear it from the horse's mouth.
Yes.
So get ready.
All
right? All right, 20 Bello.
Yes.
So, we met recently.
Yes, we did.
I looked you up, like you asked, and I saw a lot of great things. I was able to listen to a few of your tracks.
Yes.
I really liked them. There was one with a singer on it. Is
That's
it Lala? Or it was what's the name of the singer? That's her?
Felicia.
Felicia,
yeah.
okay.
Phoenix,
okay, yeah, I was like, La, something like that. And it sounds really good.
Yeah, she has her own band and everything. She can ready to go to Sri Lanka.
Really?
Yeah, for a tour to Japan. So.
Oh, that sounds
yeah,
awesome.
She's doing her thing. She sings on a couple of my tracks. So.
Great. How long you guys been working together?
We haven't been working together long. That's my girlfriend.
Oh, okay. It's his girlfriend and singer, so that's very convenient.
But she's very talented. So she's a young artist, and she's coming up, and she's done Kennedy Center, Blues Alley.
Wow.
She played Dorothy and the Wiz at the Lincoln Theater.
Really?
Yeah.
I love The Wiz. I do. I just did a scenery of The Wiz.
Oh, you did?
Yes. It was
I've been
like
wanting
for
to get
decorating.
into plays and stuff. Like I got this vision of all these different things if I can just get a handle on it, outside of just doing hip hop.
Right.
So I'm actually ready to go to New York on Saturday.
Okay, New York, stand up, my hometown.
Yeah, I'll be up Harlem.
All right.
Performing up Harlem.
Yes, where at?
It's Illustrious Entertainment.
Okay.
Illogic Townsend. I met him many years ago when I was a young artist, and I don't remember how we met, but I started going to New York to perform, and I used to go by myself because I didn't really have any supporters.
Okay.
And so and years later, like me having the fan base I have now, me and him are still friends. So he hit me and was like, "Hey man, why don't you come up to New York and perform, man? You ain't been up here in a while, and the last time you was up here, was many years ago." So I decided to go, and I haven't seen him in so many years. They used to have a show on Delancey Street.
Okay.
And I remember the last time I went up there was me and I took one other guy with me, and it was great. Like it's good to be in the birthplace of hip hop.
That's right.
So I always get that feeling when I go
Birthplace
there.
of hip hop.
Birthplace of hip hop.
The Bronx.
Yes. Yes. So that's what it is. So going up there, and then
Come full circle. So that sounds good.
Yeah. Then I have a show on the 10th of November at the Tacoma Station.
Oh, okay. I was just talking about Tacoma.
Yeah.
Because they have the T-bar up there, too. I was just telling them about the T-bar that I go to over there.
I just started. This will be my third event at Tacoma.
Okay.
So it doesn't seem like it's been 3, but yeah. And it's called the 20 Bello Show.
Oh, wow.
So,
Headlining. You heard that?
Yeah.
So if you're out, November when?
10th.
November
Yeah.
10th at Tacoma Station.
Mm-hmm.
The Bello Show.
This is good.
It's good? Did you sweeten it or no?
His is sweet.
Okay, I sweeten mine as well.
Yeah, I love it.
Around. And shout out to Capital T's because that's where we are right now doing this interview. I want to take it back, all the way back, because I was able to read your bio, and it goes a little bit deep. You gave me a little bit of spiel about it, but I had to read it for myself to really dig in. So, I know one thing that I noticed is, from researching you, is it says that you coined the acronym, the DMV. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, it came from music. At that time, this was around 2003, and I used to be in a studio with an ex-partner of mine. He was my producer at the time, and I was just getting really started in the rap thing. And he actually said it in a rhyme, and when he said it, I stopped him. And I said, "Hey, what's that?" And he was like, DC, Maryland, Virginia. So I said, okay, you know what? We're going to take this and we're going to use this and we're going to build this up. At the time, we didn't have an umbrella. We had the Dirty District, we had the Middle East, we had Chocolate City, Dog City,
Were
all that
those
stuff.
groups or clubs?
Well, those were the name. That was the name of the city.
Oh,
We always
that we
put
went
names
by.
on the city.
Uh-huh.
Chocolate
City,
Dog
yeah, and that's the
City,
name that I'm
whatever.
familiar with,
Right,
Chocolate City.
Right. So I said, you know, this art is more than DC, right? Because I had people from Maryland I knew, Virginia, and we all used to come together and go to open mics and stuff like that. So I said, we're going to take that and we're going to build it. So what I did was I went and I bought a domain name. At this time I was going to school for computers and stuff. And I knew how to design websites. So I went to net firms and I bought a domain called DMV Underground.
Okay.
And there was no Facebook, there was no MySpace, there was no Twitter, there was no IG.
And you said this was in '93?
This was back in the early 2000s.
Oh, the 2000s, okay.
Yeah, so it was, the only thing that we had was Black Planet and Yahoo Music, Yahoo Groups.
Right? I remember being
There
on
was a
Yahoo.
DC, Maryland, Virginia rap list, but it wasn't named DMV, it was named DC, Maryland, Virginia, just like we always say DC.
Right, tri-state area.
So now, you know, years later, fast forward, well, no, let me go back. I took that website and I reached out to every artist I knew and I had them send me pictures and bios.
Okay.
And I took the pictures and the bios and used them and I put it on that site.
And you
Myself.
started all of that yourself, coordinated with the.
myself,
Wow,
yeah.
that's amazing.
And,
Where'd you get that inspiration to just do that?
I always had visions of doing bigger things, right? And I always knew the talent was there. I knew the area had the talent, but I just felt like it was needed because nobody was pushing us. Nobody was helping us. Like, they looked at us as if we could never get from under the banner of go-go.
Right.
And I was a rapper. Like, I wasn't in go-go. I didn't even, I went to go-go a few times, and I loved go-go, and I would buy the PA tapes and stuff, but I
remember the tapes.
I was a rapper. Like, I grew up listening to Big Daddy Kane,
Right.
T, and, you know, all types of artists from West and East Coast.
Right.
And I just wanted to rap. Like, I didn't want a go-go beat behind me. I didn't want congos and all that. I just wanted to rap, and they wasn't respecting the hip-hop scene.
So you didn't have a platform, so you created one.
I created one.
That's
because
real
we
right
didn't
there.
have one.
That's definitely real.
We had, you know, spots here and there, but it wasn't nothing cohesive. So I did that, and then I'm still a graphic designer. I'm an artist. I went to art school for drawing and painting.
All right,
So
art school. I'm to art school too.
Yeah. So you know how it is in art school, right? You got the canvas and you just want to paint. So then I took and made the very first DMV logo, and it was a microphone.
Yeah.
It said DMV Underground on it, and a microphone cord came out like this. And I put it on T-shirts because I bought a T-shirt press.
Okay.
And I started making my own T-shirts and selling them out the trunk. And I remember one of the first people that bought, first person that bought it was a guy named Draws out of PA. He was a rapper.
Draws?
Draws. D-R-A-U-S.
You okay, Draws.
Draws. So he bought it, and then some other people bought it. And then I started using it at shows. At shows
30
and stuff. So
minutes.
we did that.
Like a branding.
And,
Much. That was smart. That was really smart. And it was ambitious too.
Point.
So, did you have to put up the money and things like that?
Yeah, I had to put up the money, Felicia.
Sorry.
Yeah.
It's okay.
I had to put up the money as I did with everything. It wasn't a lot of money that I invested in the beginning because really, honestly, like I had a vision for it, but I didn't really know exactly where it was going to go. Because I had a lot of people that wasn't for it. Like, DC or nothing, Maryland. I'm not from DC. I'm not from Maryland. I'm not. You know, the whole territorial type thing. And I'm like, this is bigger than your street,
right?
Your block. Like, this is music. Like, and I always use the same analogy with them. I said, what if you owned a store? Would you not want your chain to go around the world?
Exactly. You have to think bigger.
Or you just want it in one neighborhood with a block? When you
with
think business-wise, then you know that, okay, if I can include everybody under the banner, that's going to be more people to support what we're trying to do.
Exactly.
Instead of you're not going to get nowhere with just your block supporting you. That's not going to happen. You got to get people outside of your neighborhood and outside of your block.
Right.
To
spread the word.
Spread the word.
Yeah, get that exposure.
But yeah, so then, you know, and then it started taking on, other people started coming in and pushing it. Other people started coming in and claiming that they started it and stuff. Of course, that happened. And
then you get the copycats.
Yeah, the copycats. Yeah, I did it, but you don't have not 1 ounce of proof that they did.
Exactly.
And I do. And then the articles started coming. The media, you know, they started doing articles on me and articles on people who claim that I've done it. But the funny thing about all the articles, they always ask me for pictures.
Really?
They never ask the other guys who claim that they did it for pictures.
Well.
So if you look at the city paper, the Examiner, the Washingtonian, they all got my picture. Right? And
I can vouch for that.
Yeah. And then the other thing is, like, I didn't do it to get recognition. I didn't do it. People say, well, why you ain't trademark that, or, you know, why would I trademark something I want everybody to use?
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not asking for no money. Why you could be getting royalties? How am I get royalties from that?
Right.
You selling the name? You know, that's the only way I'm gonna get compensated. I wanted it to be, you know, something that everybody can be a part of and take part of and be proud of. You know what I'm saying? And benefit from what we doing, because we done transformed this area from go-go to hip-hop now.
That's right.
And it's more, I had the DMV Underground Awards last Sunday.
How was that?
It was great. Like, I put in a lot of work for that. You know, like, I basically organized everything, put everything together. We had 410 people whose names were submitted for awards.
Really? Where was it held?
It was at Tropicalia down 14th and U Street.
Okay.
So I started, last year I didn't have anything to do with it last year. Last year, a friend of mine had started it up, but he did it under DMV Underground. He didn't know that that was my domain.
Oh, wow.
Right, so instead of me shutting it all the way down, like, hey, man, you can't use that, I went on and just basically took it over.
Okay.
And made it better.
Like, I'll take it from here type of
deal?
deal?
I'll take it from here type
Great job.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And so I shoot, Felicia could tell you, Phoenix, I stayed up many hours working on that. So out of 410 names, we had 350, I believe, that were actually nominated. 350 people.
Really?
Now,
All local artists?
All local artists, from Hagerstown to Baltimore to Richmond.
Wow.
Now, at the award show, I had people from Montgomery County, PG County, DC, Hagerstown, Charles County, Baltimore, Richmond, Petersburg, and even places from Atlanta, as far as Atlanta.
What?
All in one spot, not one incident.
Not one incident. So that's an ode to hip-hop, because people think that if you go to a hip-hop show, especially a award show, the source don't ruin it for everybody.
Right.
You know,
it was so much love there. I
Really?
gave away 60 awards and 20 medals. And then the past week I gave away another like 30 medals.
Wow.
I just wanted to recognize people that normally would not get recognized. Like, it's people that played a big role in hip hop here. Like, people like Storm the Unpredictable or Enoch the Seventh Prophet. People like that who never get recognized.
Right. Because I never heard of either of them.
And they've been in this underground for years.
Right.
Doing shows of Cakes and Kisses, like Adams Morgan, places like that. Like, and my side of hip hop was really the street side. But I grew up, and now it's every side. You know what I'm saying? Like, my Tacoma Station show is not street. It's poetry. You know, it's you know, we talk about topics. And
That
things
sounds
like that.
good. My cousin used to work there, like back in the days, and I would go pick her up and I would watch the show. They used to have really good bands playing there. And I don't eat meat, but I hear the chicken wings all good.
Oh yeah.
Shout out to Tacoma Station. All right.
Shout out to Tacoma Station. And you know, Tropicali was a venue that I've been using for a while, and I think I'm not sure if I'm gonna continue doing shows there because I'm kind of shifting my focus now. Like, I've been neglecting a lot of things that I should be doing.
Like what?
For me, like
what kind of
my book.
Okay, your book you're working on.
Wounded Alive. I got it titled right here.
What is it called?
Wounded Alive.
Wounded Alive. Do you see that? Wounded Alive. That's the name of the book?
Yeah.
All right. So
That's
check out
my
for the
last
book. It's
album.
coming out. In the last album. So it's like a...
Yeah. Wounded Alive. It's a movement. And what it is, Wounded Alive means simply that you made it through something in your life. You were wounded by something, but you still alive. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got bullet wounds all over me.
Wow.
So I made it through things in life, from the streets to prison to all that. And I'm wounded, but I'm still alive. You know what I'm saying? Like,
How do you birth such a positive attitude coming from that? Because that's a barrier for a lot of people when they get pretty much wounded, and sometimes not even by gunshots, just from people sometimes.
And that's what Wounded Alive is. It's talking about all that. And it's not always positive for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to keep it real. It's not always positive. I have my days.
Okay,
but,
everybody does. So
yeah.
how do you get through them? Like, what's your strategy? How do you deal?
Well...
Felicia got something to do with that. Y'all meet Felicia in a second. She's here though.
She is a part of that. She does encourage me, motivate me. And I also believe in God. You know
okay, me too.
So, and I think.
Shout out to God, y'all.
Yeah, I think that I've realized one thing, if I haven't realized anything, and that's I made it through so much. So when I get into these situations and I need to make it through something else, I gotta remember that I already made it through something worse than that. And that is what gives me that extra motivation. Like, man, I've been sitting in the cell 23 and a half a day.
Wow.
Every day. You know what I'm saying? 1-2 showers a week. You know what I'm saying?
Wow, so you can concentrate anything.
I've been in ICU with tubes in my neck, bullet wounds. So I've been stabbed. I've been in shootouts. I've been through things that...
So you really have a story to tell.
That's why the book is called...
Oh, yeah. Wounded Alive, y'all. Wait for it. Wait for it. It's coming.
I think I need to focus on that. You know, not so much as you doing shows. I love to give the artists platforms, but my book is suffering. Like, I'm not, it's sitting there, like, and I'm not working on it.
Right.
Because I'm so busy working on other things.
Right.
Like, I got movies in my head. I got plays in my head.
That's what I want to talk to you about, too. Because you mentioned film, and I did see some stuff about you doing, film production, directing, and things of that nature.
I've shot videos, and a lot of videos I've shot in the area. This is my way of helping the artists get, more material. Like, so I shot a lot of videos, probably 100 so far.
Wow. Well, I watched a couple of them. The one that stuck in my head, I don't know like the time frame on any of the stuff that I listened to or watched, but it was one like I think, was it the Twilight Zone?
Twilight Zone.
Okay, I say
everybody like
Twilight Zone all the time, and people are like, "What's that? What's that?" And I'm like, maybe I'm just old because that was a show.
That was my favorite show.
That was one of my favorite shows too. And I tell people, like, if I feel weird or something, I'm like, "Oh my God, I feel like I'm in the Twilight Zone." Right. And they're like, "What's that?" They thinking about Twilight. The movie. And I'm like, no, it ain't nothing like that. Things just get flipped around.
Every Friday, Twilight Zone is coming.
Yeah.
Right?
So, since that was your favorite show, what from it did you take to come up with a song like that?
I don't know. I think one because because a commercial came on, right? And I was sitting in my apartment and I was by myself. I was sitting in my apartment, and it came on, and I said, "Yo!" And I had whipped out the keyboard, and I started playing the melody. Because I made the beat. I produced beats too. So most of my music is produced by me. So I hit the, and then I put the kick to it, and said, "Hey, I like this." So then I was like, "Well, okay." The concept would be, all right, I'm going to put you in a place where you're still alive, but you can't seem to get out.
Right. That's why.
That's why everything goes crazy with it.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually shot a lot of that video. I shot it myself.
I was going to ask you that.
Yeah,
if you shot it yourself. Because
yeah.
I saw like some interesting angles
Yeah.
that it was like from below that was up. It kind of gave me like a Spike Lee kind of feel to it.
In the woods. That was actually in Florida.
Okay.
We took my kids to Disney World.
All right.
I had my camera with me, so I shot it.
Okay, while you were there.
Yeah.
Oh,
well, the animal shots, the bats.
I was gonna ask you. Okay, the bats.
Real.
You guys have to see this video. It's called Twilight Zone.
Yeah.
20 Bello, and I couldn't take my eyes off the video. I was really impressed with the shots. That's why I was gonna ask you about that from a videographer
that was real.
standpoint.
The only thing in that video that was stock. Well, not really stock. I kind of used a camera, take a video of an actual video. So video and video.
Okay.
And it was the lions that were walking. That was the only thing that was not, in front of me.
So the bats were in front of you?
Yeah.
That was a really good shot
hippo,
with the bats.
that wasn't
and they were
a real hippo.
and stuff.
Yeah, the roller coaster, the dark clown holding a rabbit, all that was on a ride.
Wow. That was good. That was creative too.
The snake, that was real. Everything in it was real. Like I shot most of it in Florida, and the other part was at Montgomery County in my apartment. The dark part, when we leave at night, that's in my closet.
What?
With black sheets
like she's draped around.
And then the outside part with me and all the dudes, that's uptown.
That was like a traditional hip hop shot where you got the entourage type of deal out there. So
and then that was a while ago. I ain't had no beard.
Yeah, right.
I ain't had no beard. You alright over there?
You good? So I was really impressed. I was able to hear there's another song that I felt like I identified with. It was kind of funny with the mambo sauce.
Oh, chicken. 5 wings and mambo, yeah.
And that's something
that's a DC thing.
Yeah, that's why I was like, well, this is
it's a
super DC.
It's if you don't know what 5 wings and mambo sauce is, and you're not from DC.
You know, I'm not from DC, but I consider myself an adopted native because I've been
here.
You know
now, so that's the initiation.
I've been knew that, but when I go back to New York, when I'm like mambo sauce,
like, what?
And they're like, what's that? I'm like, okay.
I'll tell you what, if you take it up in New York, they'll make a lot of money.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, because mambo sauce is good.
I don't like
the
mambo
right
sauce,
kind of mambo sauce, though. It's different kind.
It's an acquired taste, though.
It's gotta have
it is. You gotta really like.
Different kind.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Not all mambo sauce is created equal.
Right.
Some of it I don't like because some of it be too watery.
Too watery.
You know, I'm like, what the hell is this?
Some of it is just ketchup.
Some of it's just ketchup.
Yeah, ketchup with a little bit of hot sauce.
And that's not mambo sauce.
Yeah, it's not mambo sauce. Yeah,
so that's the real DC.
Yeah, that's the real DC.
They got their own music.
Yep, own music.
Own music, own
but
sauce.
The funny thing, the interesting thing about DC is that DC is really a hub for music.
It is. It's
like,
melting
you have
pot.
a lot of talent here. You have everything
chock
from
full of
rock
artists.
to alternative to hip hop to go-go. Like, it's almost every genre of music here, even country.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's a hub for music. If you can walk down 8th Street or even 8th Street, and you can hear different genres of music by the time you get from here to Pennsylvania Avenue. Or if you go down 8th and H, down that corridor, and walk, you'll hear all kinds of
music. And it's a lot of platforms for artists in this city. I mean, coming from New York, where it's a platform everywhere, you got to be with the scene. There's different groups. In DC, it's smaller, so it's a lot closer knit. I would say
it is. It's close knit.
Like you said, small groups that gravitate and revolve in the same area. So I see what you're saying about if everybody's already doing it, let's do it together.
Right.
So, I want to ask you about your time that you were talking about with just going through the struggles back and forth with, because I'm big on that motivation and positivity, and a lot of people are at that time, like in their young self, is not looking at the world the way we're looking at it now. We can kind of look back on those things. So, what would you say to your young self? You now, at this time in your life, if you could kind of Quantum Leap, you remember Quantum Leap?
Yeah.
See, a lot of people don't know that show either.
Yeah,
Shout out to Quantum Leap.
Oh my God, man.
Exactly. If you could Quantum Leap back to when you were, say, like in your teenage years, kind of coming up, what kind of advice would you give to yourself?
I think the greatest thing that I could say to myself is to think. Because I did a lot of things. My young self did a lot of things without thinking. You know what I'm saying? Not thinking about the future, not thinking about the repercussions, not thinking about how this can, affect me in the future. I would basically tell my young self to slow down and think before you make these decisions. Because that would have saved me a lot of BS further on in life. But then on the flip side of that, I wouldn't be who I am had I not went through the things I went through. And some of those things I went through was based on bad decisions.
That's it right there.
Bad choices.
That's a powerful word you just said, decisions.
Decisions and choices. And then when you're coming from, poverty and, anything other than that kind of looks good to you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And, I was a hustler. I sold crack for a while.
Wow.
And, before that, I was during that, I was a stick-up boy. I was robbing. So that's how I got shot. Robbing somebody. And if I can, go back, would I change anything? Probably not.
I can see that.
Probably not. But I think some things, I would kind of not do. But I can't say I would change everything.
Right.
Because, the way I look at life now is based on what I've been through.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I look at everything I've been through. And I'm like, yo, I've gotten stronger. As time goes on, you get stronger, and you don't see things the way you used to see. You still get down, and you still go through your trials and tribulations. Right. That's life. But every small victory is a big victory.
I love that. That's my favorite word, victory.
Yeah.
I call it
a
V.
Exactly. Every small victory is a big victory.
And
I'm into victories. Like, I like winning.
I do too.
You know what I'm saying?
I really
like
do.
winning. And it helps when you have people in your life like Phoenix who they don't focus so much on the things you do wrong. They don't focus so much on your past and the things you've done in the past. What they see is what a lot of people don't see. You know what I'm saying? And then people don't understand, okay, well, why is she with him or why is he with her or whatever, because they don't understand when you see these things, you're like, yo, what they saying about that person, I don't see it. Like, I see this person in a different light. And then, it's good to have people around you that believe in what you're trying to do.
Exactly.
Because I've been around people who didn't believe what I wanted, and it's harder because you're like, damn, I gotta fight the world, man, and you don't even believe in me. Like, I always say, look, if you want a clean toilet, I'm gonna get you the best toilet brush that you ever had.
That's what I say. If you're gonna be something, be the best, whatever it is you want to be.
Be the best at what you want to do.
That's great advice.
You want to sweep floors, spick and span. And that's one thing about myself. Like, I always been a hard worker. I started off, I came home from prison after I got shot in 94. I came home from prison in 98. So I spent 4 years in prison.
Oh, wow.
From the age 18 to 22.
Wow, so those were like those coming of age years. Yeah.
And so when I came home, I had my first job was janitor. And I took that job with pride. I mopped the hell out of that floor every night. And I was like, you know, but I had a vision. I was like, this is not gonna be me forever.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm gonna go to work. I'm gonna get this little $10, $8 an hour, and you know,
make it work.
I don't have no car, and I'm, you know, making it work. And I had gotten married a little bit after that, and then you know, she did a lot for me, you know, and that fell apart, but we still great friends, and that's a good thing about being an adult, and you know, take care of our kids the same. But during those years, I was really trying to find who I was. Like, I would go to church, man. People in the church would be like, you know, you're gonna be great one day. They would just stop me and tell me these type of things.
Wow,
and I'm like,
they could like see things.
Yeah, and
in
I'm
you.
like, what you talking about? Like, and this was before I started in the music. I mean, I always been talented, but just so then this is '98. I was coming from work. I was walking across the street, and I heard a voice, and it said to me, "Start a rap group." I kid you not. And I wasn't
it was just a voice out of nowhere.
Start a rap group. Yeah, that's a rap group.
Things happen. You get to hear that voice, you gotta listen.
Man, so what I did was I started a gospel rap group.
Wow, really?
I was a gospel rapper, right?
Do you know nonfiction?
I heard of nonfiction. He was actually nominated for an award.
Really? I interviewed him. He performed at one of my friend's church events.
Oh, yeah.
It was a block party. It was a really good event. We were out on Mount Lebanon, right off of New Jersey Avenue.
Right.
They blocked off the street.
Oh,
They
yeah.
had stuff for the kids. They had everything. It was
Right.
it was amazing. And it was a young lady who sang. She was a gospel singer, well, aspiring gospel singer. She wanted to go to college, so I was like, do that. So yeah,
Yeah, I did that, and I became angry with the church, right?
Why?
Because at the time they wasn't ready for that. You know what I'm saying? And I had two guys with me. One guy named Marvin, and then a childhood friend of mine named Tom. And this is a guy who used to carry around Mac 10s. And he was...
Was he a believer already, or you kind of conformed to him?
He was a believer at the time, but prior to that, we came from the same block. And he was a shooter. So, you know, his brother was a big-time drug dealer, and his brother became a pastor.
Wow.
And then, you know, so he followed suit with his brother.
That's a big redemption story.
So we started this rap group called Iron Sharpens Iron.
Sharp as iron?
Iron sharpens iron. The scripture, iron sharpens iron. And then I changed it over to 70 times 7 entertainment. You know,
Okay.
The scripture that says, how many times should I forgive him? 70 times 7. Right, so, and then I was performing at like lock-ins, youth things and stuff, and then I just felt slighted. Like I felt like they didn't appreciate what I was trying to do. I had a newsletter, Christian newsletter I used to write.
Really?
Yeah.
Who did it go out to?
I just
The
gave it to
church
people
or
in
just
the church and my own.
Oh,
I was always, when I was 11, I wrote a book called 8 Ball and passed it out in the hood.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
You ever thought about recreating that book?
Well, Wounded Alive is kind of that book times 100.
Oh, okay.